Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. You might have noticed I'm a little bit early today. I couldn't sleep. There we are. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I am now sharing my screen. Hopefully, you guys can see it. Takes a few minutes. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's say hello to everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It's actually starting to get chilly here. Today's the first day. It's going to be, um, today's the first night. It's going to be in the 30s. All right, we got Ivan, we got Pete, we got Robert, we got Rihanna, Moondog, Ray, we got Steve, we got Minnesota Matt, we got Vertuvian. How you doing, Fred? Harold, Mark, Brian. Good morning, Brian. Pete, Joanne. Everyone cold here in Central Florida. That's right, Brian. That's right. Pete, Joanne, Robert, Jill, Warren, Steve, Illinois grain farmer. Tom, Eduardo. Good morning, Eduardo. David, Wade, Greg. We got Greg. We got the sassy trainer. Tinia, how are you? Hefe, how are you? Catherine, Bernie, Kevin, Yuri, good morning. Good morning. Scotty, Dave, Maria, Devin, William, good morning, William. Afa Diaz, Walter. Where will the market go today? The market's going to go up today like there's no tomorrow. But we'll get into all of that in a minute, Brian. Javad, good morning. Gregory, got a lot of people here is what we got. We got Omar. Hey, Omar, good to see you. Richard, Ron, SJL, Sylvia, James, Mind, Mike. Hey, Infinitely, good to see you. Always good to see Infinitely. Ivan, Jody, Robert, Sergey, Nathan, Arnolfo, Dave, Gary, Rayner, Whitco, Rock, Krish, Paul, Mark, William, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Michael, we were talking this weekend about turkey prices. Oh, yeah. Talk about inflation. My goodness. Jackson, Michael, Kaylee, let me, Hopium Addict, Manuel, Nevada, Rainer Drops, Bob, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Manny's catching fish for lunch. Lawrence, Russell, Ralph, retired surveyor, David, how are you? Deanna, we got Ruth, we got Dave, we got Diamond Jen, we got Tom, we got Randy, Vernon, Jesse, Robert, we got Kirk. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm a little bit earlier than usual. This time change has gotten to me. I can't wait. I can't go to sleep at a normal time and I still can't wake up at a normal time. I still have about 15, 20 minutes to go. I find the last 15 minutes is the hardest part to get right. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me share something with you. This is the earnings sheet with all of the top earnings, okay? And this is what comes out in the morning, and this is what comes out in the evening. Actually, let me make it a little bigger. There we go. Let me put that here so you guys could. There we go, a little bit. Oops. There we go. So you guys could see it a little bigger, but this is afternoon, and this is the open, and I just posted it here for you, just to make it a little convenient for you. Okay. Let me give that to you. Here's the link. So you could see all of the earnings that are coming out. Yep, the dogs will wake up an hour earlier. Yep. Let me also post it for you guys here in the main Telegram channel. Biggest, there. There we go. So I posted it in the Telegram channel as well. Okay. So you guys should have that. You guys should have that there. All right. Let me ask you guys: are you getting this? You know what? I don't think you're getting. I don't think you're getting my attachments. Hold on. Now I know what the problem was. Okay, here we go. All right. Now you'll be able to get my attachments. Hold on. All right. That was the problem. Here you go. There you go. Now you guys should be able to get my attachments. Okay. Also, while I'm here, I don't want to be rude. So let me post for you a few things. This is the VIP room link. This is the VIP room link. Now you may be asking, what are you going to be talking about today in the VIP room? Oh boy, I have a class for you guys. Well, first we're going to cover the strongest and the weakest stocks. Then I'm going to talk about why day trading is very valuable right now. I'm going to talk about key tools you will use to trade indexes, triple screen oscillator, the VWAPs, implied volatility levels, trading breakouts intraday, trading pullbacks intraday, trading reversals on indexes, only on indexes intraday, how we use the vol, the ADD, the tick, the VIX, the bonds, and the point of control, and some margin requirements and pros and cons of using E-minis versus options. Now, I dare anybody to tell me that is not a great agenda. I'm going to cover all that today with you guys in the VIP room, okay? And here's the link for Customer Service Live. I don't know what Cam and Gustavo will be talking about today, but if you have questions, they have answers, okay? Tell me if that sounds like a good agenda, okay? Let me know if that sounds like a good agenda. All right. Here's Customer Service Live. All right. Let's begin. So the market is up like a rabid dog today. 380 points on the Nasdaq, only 190 points on the Dow. This is equivalent to more like 500 points on the Dow, but we're not really seeing that. We didn't really see that much of a sell-off in the Dow and the blue chips. We saw it mostly in technology. So let's not kid ourselves. So this is making up for it really, really good, and we'll talk about that today. Remember, we don't have a deal yet, but it looks like we're going to have a deal. And this is definitely pricing that in. We definitely need that. Now, remember last week what I told you, the market does not look like it wants to fall apart. The market looks like it wants to make a little correction, but it did not look like it wanted to fall apart. And Friday, after it hit the 15-day, well, I'll talk about all that. It started going up. So I think we will see some, and folks have been at, Roger, why aren't you going short? Why aren't you going short? This is why I'm not going short, because I knew that the minute this government shutdown would be over, the longs would start going up like there's no tomorrow. I mentioned that to you several times. Nobody listens to me, but we haven't broken key levels yet, and we're not where we should be trading short yet. Maybe a little day trade here and there, but not really aggressively going short. Prebnut says it's going to be the greatest and the best deal. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see, right? But this is like crazy good. This is crazy. This is liquidate your longs Monday morning good. Okay, this is not going to sustain itself. This will be subject to profit takers. Notice I said profit takers and not loss takers. Loss takers too. This will be subject to loss and profit takers. We should get a pullback, and I'll talk about this as the day progresses. Of the little red flag on CRVW on the list. I don't know. I think it's got earnings today, Ralph. Let's continue. Earnings. I gave you this sheet. You should have a link to it. Here it is again in case you don't. And I also posted it in the Telegram channel. Hey, Rick. Good morning to you. Florida, where it's cold day at 72. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? I got my heater on. I got my radiator at work and everything. 72's fighting words in Florida, man. Omar says, I made $260 in futures yesterday evening with your posting that market was going up. You're welcome, Omar. You're welcome. All right. All right. Here. All right. CRWV. See that? Earnings today. Earnings. All right. Fed data. Hey, we're probably going to start getting Fed data. We're probably going to start getting some Fed data, right? Which will be really great. The big reports this week is going to be towards the end of the week and the CPI report. Obviously, we want the delayed employment report data. That's going to be the most important thing that comes out. So let's keep an eye on that, okay? Bond market. Oh boy. Here's where things get messy. Folks, the bond market right here is not looking good. This is not great for the market. Now, you've got a couple of different things going on right now. You've got a market that's really, really happy, like really, really ecstatic that the odds are that we're going to open back up, which we haven't done yet, but probably we are and we will. But at the same time, you've got a bond market that's near the lows here of this area. Every time the bond market goes lower, your odds of lowering rates, of the Fed lowering rates in December goes down. If we break this level right here, I'm not going to I'm not going to draw another level here because we already have this red line. I mean, it would all I would be doing is raising it a hair. So if we break this level, we got the 50-day. But if we break this level, this reduces if we break this, this reduces the odds that the Fed is going to lower rates to below 60%. And that's without us having the employment data, which we are going to get this week. My point here is I want you guys to be really, really, really cautious because if the bond market keeps breaking down, it's going to pull blue chips and technology with it. There's no way that it cannot. It's an improbability. We're already below the 50-day moving average, and we're gearing towards the 200-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, and the year-to-date VWAP here. So this is ultimately what our level is, but I don't want to see us break this. It would be a very bad look for the bond market if we broke this right here, this structure right here. It would be very, very bad. So keep an eye on it. And the bond market is not up today, so the bond market's not doing us any favors whatsoever. Remember, even if the Fed opens, it doesn't mean that the job data will be good. So you got to look at it. You got to look at it with a grain of salt. You guys, I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying, because this is hey, we're reopening, ippy ippy purple chippy. Yeah, but what about the economy? This is like a gut reaction right here. But this is the economy, and the economy right now, is not looking nearly as good as it looked 2 weeks ago, and that's a fact, right? Okay, U.S. dollar. What's the U.S. dollar doing? U.S. dollars coming off of the 200-day moving average, which happened to be right around that hearing at the Supreme Court happened. It didn't go really well for Trump based on the questions they were asking. They were asking exactly the same questions that I was asking. Where's the emergency here? It has to be an international emergency. So this isn't looking really great for U.S. dollar at all right now, especially if we break these levels right here. If we break the 15-day, because there's really nothing preventing us from coming in here. And if you want to know what I think we're going to come right back here. Kind of like what I thought with bonds, how we were going to come right back here. I think we're going to come right back down here and stay here for a little while, okay? All right. Gold. Omar, did you take a gold position? I also said that gold is rallying last night. Gold has, yes, wait for it, an A-line pattern. Yes, an A-line pattern. Would I take this A-line pattern? No, I would wait for gold to trade above 4180, 4190. See this right here, this line? It's got to get above this area right here. Gold has to get on this side of the fence. So this looks good. It looks promising, but we need to get above this area. So gold needs to go above 4200. That's okay, Omar. It's not ready for flight yet. It's got to get above 4,200. Otherwise, this channel here, this just another channel. So we need to get above this level right here, about right around the high 4180, 4190, near 4,200. Okay, I don't blame you. Crude oil. Crude oil looks like it wants to break. It still looks like it wants to break. I don't know what will happen, but this doesn't look great for crude oil. Okay, this just does not look good for crude oil. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not really all that bullish on crude oil, especially in light of the fact that we've been just kind of coming and sitting right at this level right here. I just did GLD. I just did. Gold needs to go above 4,200 right here. I like what I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing it. It's just not ready yet. Okay. All right. Crude oil, as I mentioned, I'm not liking this breakdown here at all. I don't like this, but we got to get below this area. We could potentially come up here and consolidate, but as of right now, I just think we need to cool off a little bit here. China is a catalyst today. Just made a 10-year high today. It's looking good. It's back above the 50-day moving average. It's back in our good graces. So China is helping us out right now, which is fantastic. It's up almost 2% right now. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a catalyst today, which we'll talk about in a minute. It's coming off the 200-day moving average. In order for me to engage with Bitcoin, I want to see it above this area right here, above the 15-day and the 8-day, which are inverse right now, which isn't good either. So we need to see Bitcoin at least above this area. This is a nice beginning, but this is not enough to get me going. Theoretically, I want it above here, but this would be the first step in the right direction to get us back into this area. See, there's a lot of consolidation here. So I think once we come up here, we're just going to we're going to sit here for a while. Similarly, remember I told you I think bonds are going to sit here for a while because of this. So I think we're just going to bounce. I'm hoping we're going to bounce back and forth in this channel and not break, because if we break, that starts taking our odds. The Fed is not going to lower rates into the 50th percentile. Okay. Okay. Just FYI. All right. We're moving along actually really well today. The market is looking good. Everything is looking stable. Do we have, yeah, Bitcoin is still in a bear. I mean, look, this is right around the 200-day moving average. I'm not going to get bullish on Bitcoin till we're above the 50 and the 100, which is right here, this area. We need to get above this area. We're just getting into that area, as you could see right here. So the first step is to get above the 15-day. The second step is to get above this. That's why I just said a minute ago that there's a good chance Bitcoin can just come up here and we can just stagnate around here because of all of this. Hence, I'd like to see us above this area right here. Okay. By the way, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, if this is your first rodeo, please, 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 please give us a thumbs up and make sure you're watching at 1080p, not auto like I am. This is bad. You want to be at 1080p. All right. If you're curious why your screen's a little fuzzy, it's not because you're not at 1080p. Good morning, Kathleen. I hope you're doing well. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Notice last week I was really, really not excited to liquidate the longs, and I wasn't putting on the shorts because I was waiting for this to happen. So we're here finally. Let's see what happens. So again, I'm scared that Bitcoin is going to get stuck right here in this range, and I'm fearful that bonds are going to break down from this range. Okay, just FYI. All right, catalysts. What are the catalysts? Come on, guys. And there's not that many, but there's some really good ones. What are the catalysts? Does anybody want to give the catalysts? I'll start talking about this while you guys start writing your catalysts. Optimism that lawmakers are nearing a deal to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history boosted sentiment. When we say boosted sentiment, this is like a good 600-700 points on the Dow Jones. This is really boosting sentiment. I mean, that's a boosted sentiment. Senate overcame a major hurdle in its effort to end the record-long shutdown after Democrats provided enough votes to advance a House-passed bill that will be amended to fund the government through January 30th, not that long, and include a package of 3 full-year appropriate bills. It looks like we're getting close to shutdown ending. You'll know very soon, President Trump said on Sunday. Once the government reopens, a wave of delayed economic reports is expected to come out, and Uncle Roger is not expecting them to be good. Okay, there's a lot of firing going on. helping clarify the outlook on interest rates. Analysts say the September jobs report could be amongst the first to be released. As soon as we get dates on that, it'll be very important. Expedia surged over 17% on Friday. Acom did really well. Globus Medical killed it. Take Two did not do well because their Grand Theft Auto 5 is now scheduled for November. How dare they? Whatever works. But that was down. Economic data on Friday showed University of Michigan consumer sentiment fell to a 3.5-year low. We're getting some really nasty data, Fed data, folks. That was one of the benefits of not having these reports. We weren't getting all the crappy data out. University of Michigan November year-ahead inflation figures unexpectedly increased to 4.7%, stronger than the expectations, okay? The government shutdown dampened the economic outlook, while elevated price hurt views about personal finance. U.S. President Trump's economic advisor. Hey, I know this guy. Actually, I know him very well. He was my partner. President economic advisor said on Fox Business last Friday that the shutdown is likely to affect the nation's gross domestic product growth. You think? We were thinking that we have at least 3% growth in the fourth quarter. I think we're now expecting something like half of that. Now, here's what the government could do. They can blame everything on the shutdown, which this isn't gonna, I'm not gonna get past that. It remains unclear how soon the shutdown will end. The Senate has not yet set a date. The measure still needs approval. Sent to Donald Trump for signatures. Also, analysts caution that even if the government reopens, the Bureau of Labor Statistics will likely be unable to gather and process data for October and November reports ahead of the December meeting. So I don't think we're going to get nearly as much data as you guys think we're going to get, or at least as much as I hope I'm going to get in the amount of time we need it. This comes at a time when the Fed is the most divided in recent memory. And that's kind of where I'm going with this, that if you look at the Fed and what they're saying, it's like they're completely in different worlds right now. Inflation is way down. Yeah, he says a lot of things, Cam. Remember what I told you guys? Hassett is a yes man. I've been telling you that for over a year now. My opinion is not going to change. I've only known him for 26 years. I mean, he just is. All right. John Williams said in an interview with Financial Times that the next rate decision is really a balancing act. It is a balancing act. And I'll tell you why it's a balancing act. For the same reason that I told you last time, we have an environment that we've never seen before. We have employment problems and we have inflation. That's a double whammy. You go here, you increase this. You go here, you increase this. They are in a balancing act. And that's the first time somebody said it without trying to spin it. Do you remember when Powell took 90 minutes to say what I just did? He took him 90 minutes to say what I just did. Folks, we have a big problem right now. We've never seen this problem before. We have jobless claims. We have increased jobless growth, jobless claims, and we have inflation. We've never been in this environment before. We have absolutely no idea what we're going to do. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. But no. Anyways, at least somebody has the balls to say it. It's a balancing act. It is a balancing act. Inflation is high. Wait a minute. Inflation is high. What? Don't tell our president. Don't tell our president inflation is high. I'm just playing around. But seriously, inflation is high, and it's not showing signs of coming down. Don't tell that to Trump. Economy showing some resilience. It is showing some resilience, but it's got inflation. Inflation is not going down. If a business is facing bankruptcy, wouldn't be an emergency for a CEO to take measures to prevent bankruptcy? Yeah, it would under certain circumstances, unless the bankruptcy is unless the bankruptcy is the best case scenario for the business. Then remember, the CEO has to do what's best for the business, not what's best for the people. The business is the key. Sometimes the best thing to do is put a dying dog down. You know? Of course, Hefe. Of course. That's what I'm trying to say. We got a lot of problems. But you know what? This is at least he's being honest. It's a balancing act. We have like a balancing act right now. We have a very interesting situation. We now have a 64% chance of a rate cut. If this thing breaks, folks, right here, it's going to be 50-55. Okay. I'll get into the catalysts in just a second, guys. Thank you for posting them. Third quarter earnings are winding down, but we still have Disney, Applied Material, Cisco, CoreWeave. This guy's being lazy. It's not 7.2. This was in the beginning. Now it's like 14. The numbers are actually looking pretty good. Market participants will be watching appearances by a lot of federal officials, including Barr, Williams. I can't wait to see what they have to say. And folks, don't forget, AMD's having an event. And a lot of times during these events, they come out with news. So please, please, please be very, very cautious. Hey, Wesley, from Mr. West Las Vegas, Lake Las Vegas, AMD conference, straddles, strangles. There's opportunities here in chip stocks this week because AMD is obviously a major catalyst. Europe is up huge. This is big, just like USA. This is why it's even going higher. Look at that. Uh, Shutdown may soon end. Travel stocks, tech stocks, mining stocks all led gains. China closed at a 10-year high, major catalyst, supported by inflation data for the country. Liquor and consumer stocks outperform. Oh my. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Japan closed higher, tracking gains in the US government, tech and electron. I mean, we already know what's going to rally today. Tech stocks. Catalysts. Are Magnificent Seven catalysts? Yes, yes, they're all up over 1%. Are chip stocks a catalyst? Yes, yes, they're up all over 1%. Are cryptos? See, now you see how he's doing it? He's naming individual stocks after the fact. He's naming Magnificent Seven, chip stocks, cryptos. That's how you got to do your catalysts if there's more than one. You don't have to itemize them. You only can itemize them if it's the only thing. If there's more than one, you don't need to itemize it. So the way I have it is I have China, mags, chips, crypto, and Fed. That's what I have on mine. Let's see what else you guys have. John says, well, let's see if John is right. Palantir, let's see. Palantir. I'm not seeing Palantir on earnings. And Palantir but it is up over 3%, so it is a catalyst. Okay, I'll give you that. That's Infotech. What was the other one, John? Disney. I'll give it to you, but not today, since earnings are not on the 13th. John, why are you bringing up Disney? What's with the Disney, John? And what's up with TSN? Okay, TSN, yes, but what about Disney? Where'd you get Disney from? 13th. So I'll give you Palantir. That's Infotech. Okay. It's Infotech. But honestly, anything tech related is a catalyst today. But I'll give you that one. But I don't know where you got Disney from. And TSN is consumer staples. So yes, I'll give you that one too. I'll give you that one too. So I'll give you 2 out of 3. But I don't know where you got Disney from. Yeah, BE is up well. Listens to your show. Rumor is he listens to your show. No, it's not. It's on the 13th, but it's all good. It's all good. I think he does. I think Alexander does listen to my show, actually. I think I've heard from him once or twice before, which would be good. He should listen to my show. I like Alexander. I just, you know. So we do have these catalysts. So and let's see, is Oxy also a catalyst? Hold on, guys. Is energy a catalyst? I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but I have my windows open. Be careful what you ask for. And now I'm freezing my what off. No, Oxy's not a catalyst. Oxy's aftermarket close. Okay. Now it's cold. It's like 40 degrees in here. Be careful what you ask for. All right, let's talk about the stock market. Okay. Let's talk about the stock market. Good timing too. Volatility. I told you that on Friday that I think we're going to peak out and come back here, and now we're below 20, which is really, really great. It's okay, John. It's all good. This is what we're here for. 38, 39 degrees here right now. And I'm freezing my, you know what off. I got a heater for the office today. I went to the hardware store. Anyway, we're below. We don't want to see volatility go up. We want to see volatility come down here this week. The next couple of days, here's what I want you guys to focus on. We want VIX to come down aggressively, sharp, down to this area, back here, here, back to this area right here, into this. We wanted to see it come back into the zone, okay? Oh, it's cold here. I'm telling you, I'm freezing my you know what off. I want to see the bond market start coming up, not breaking this level. Folks, if we start seeing the bond market break this level, it's not going to be pretty for stocks. I'm telling you that right now. And again, we want volatility to keep coming down. This is a good start, a good start. I want to see volatility come down and come into this right here. We have reasonably good momentum right now. We have 54 stocks trading above the 50-day moving, the 200-day moving average. But short term, we don't have good momentum, and I'm hoping it's going to start coming up. Like Russell 1000, 40% of stocks, at least the 200 is still stable, but the 50-day is not, which means we have a lot of potential upside to recover here. 48%, 41%. We have a lot of potential upside. We could use a nice bounce right here. The 200 is still stable. We're still above the 50th percentile. And yes, I did tell you if this goes below 50, we're in a bear market. And I'm not changing my tune. And but we're not. We're above. But I'm saying if we do, this is medium term, but this is the big daddy right here. It could, Stacy. It could. I don't know what will happen, but it could potentially, potentially. And folks, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do. It helps our ranking. We have almost 700 people here. Please, please, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. And if you haven't given us a thumbs up, I just gave myself one. Just one time, it does help our ranking. Okay. So momentum levels they're stable in the long term. They're below, they're over they're overextended to the downside slightly in the short term, which means we could see a nice little bounce, which we could desperately use right now. Okay. Put to call ratio. Remember, I told you on Friday it's starting to come back up. The put to call ratio it doesn't give you false signals very often. Here's the put to call ratio. You may or may not, you probably don't remember, but I told you as we were heading into Thursday that things were not looking good, and we crabbed the bed. But then on Friday it was already up here, and I told you things are getting much better, and we rallied pretty hard on Friday. Now we're already in the middle. There is no major imbalance between bulls and bears right now. Okay, this is pretty normal. The only time this is worth looking at if we're getting up here or getting down here. Okay, as you could see, we're nowhere near there, so there's no point in looking at it. And if it's not, I just wanted to show you today because we've been kind of on the fringe on the area, but we're nowhere near there now. We have a very stable put to call ratio. There's no major imbalance. This is when call buyers feel like the market's going to go to eternity, and this is when put buyers think that the market's going to crash. So this is what they're thinking when it's here. Put buyers think a crash is coming imminently, and here call buyers think they're going to keep making money indefinitely. When people think that or that, markets tend to reverse. That's why I only pay attention to these levels when we're below here or above here. And right now we're nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. I'm telling you, Naples fan, I'm freezing my booty off right now. It's like 40 degrees here. Yeah, it's cold. And I'm right in front of the window, and now I have my window open, so now I need a heater in here, or I'm going to be freezing my you know what off. You can never get what you want, right? It's a little too hot or it's too cold. All right. Um, all right, let's continue. Technicals. Let's talk technicals. Momentum on broad market. Let's talk about momentum real quick. Sectors. We have no sector clarity. I believe after today, assuming the market's going to close like this, and I don't know if it will or not. I'm not doing anything the first hour except maybe take profits. I would be very, very cautious because you still have a very fragmented environment. Look, technology is down here, tech, Bitcoin, semiconductors. Now, yes, today they will go up, assuming the market will close the way it's looking right now. We don't know if that will happen. We don't know if that will happen. All right. We do not know if that will happen. So we got to be extra, extra careful. And by the way, Omar, congrats on your gains. I posted everything in a PDF document for everybody to see on over the weekend. Okay, so we don't have good directional bias. We still have defensive stocks leading. I think that will change. I think after today, we'll see these stocks lead unless something drastically happens during the session. Now, I'm just telling you that in anticipation based on the fact that we're up almost 400 points on the NASDAQ. So I would find it hard to believe, unless it was a false breakout, that these would not start leading. Also, in terms of directional bias, we're looking very good to the long side. We got 155 stocks making 20-day highs, and we have over 100 stocks making 20-day breakouts, which are 1-month highs. In terms of the 90-day, we have over 100 here to the upside, and we have over 100 to the downside. What does that mean? It means we have good rhythm to the market. That means we're not going to see this. It means we have some upside, downside. We have some potential moves. Also, let me give you some links again, folks who are just coming in here right now. This is the link to the VIP room. I'm doing really good on time today. This is the link to the VIP room. Today, I'm going to be talking about, in the VIP room, I'm going to talk about market internals, trading breakouts intraday, trading pullbacks intraday, trading reversals intraday, how to use the triple screen oscillator, VWAPs, key tools we use to day trade indexes, why day trading indexes and day trading stocks is apples and oranges, how the bond market point of control works, margin requirements for E-minis now that cash accounts settle the same day, and whether you need to use E-minis or cash, and the pros and cons of using E-minis versus options. I'm going to answer all of those questions today. We're going to have an action-packed hour. Here is the link. If you're interested in day trading or interested in getting into day trading, I highly, highly recommend you check out VIP room. And here's customer service live. And I don't know what Cam and Gustavo have planned for today. I honestly don't know. Also, here's the link for my Telegram channel. If you guys are, where is that? I had it right here. There it is. Sign up for my Telegram right here. There it goes. So you guys could sign up for my free Telegram channel if you are not already there. We'll lead off with Day Trading Spy with AlphaZone Pro. Perfect. Oh, perfect. So we're going to be covering similar stuff today. That's perfect. 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 Okay. I'm looking forward to that time spread. We had that SMR call now that we have no hedge on. That's looking good in the pit. All right, I'm just talking to myself. All right, let's talk stocks. So momentum is looking good. It's not looking bad. The market, it looks like it's going to open up extremely positive. Let's talk about price action. This is the SPY. Where we are right now above the 8-day EMA. We're gapping into the 8-day EMA. I like this, and I think we're going to see this. We need to get above this level right here. We need to get above this level right here. We need to get into this area right here. We're not there yet. We're just crossing the 8-day. This is a big gap. Don't be surprised if we opened higher, went down, had a bid check, and then started coming up again. Opening up with a gap, a huge gap. Profit takers come in, start taking profit and losses. Comes down a little bit here, touches maybe this area right here with a little ping bar like this. See this bar right here? Touches this area right here and then sweeps and comes right back up. That's what I'm envisioning for today. So I think there's going to be two scenarios. We open really strong up. That's almost a certainty. And then we chop sideways, and then we start cooling off a little bit, and then towards the end of the day, we start coming back up. So up, a little bit down, creating a little pivot here, a little bid check, and then coming back up again. Does everybody understand what I just said? Capiche? Opening higher, maybe going down to the VWAP, bid check, and then coming up again. If you're day trading, what I'm saying right now is very important. Also, I wouldn't be checking to see, I would want to see us closing above the 8-day EMA, not opening above the 8-day EMA. I would much prefer we open right here and then come up. This is daily price action. And then open and go above the 8-day EMA versus opening above the 8-day EMA. And then we have nowhere to go but down. So I like where we're at right now. I'm hopefully optimistic, but I wouldn't be holding my breath into thinking that we're going to just sit right here all day long. So I think we're going to open up higher, have a little bit check, have a little pivot right here, come down, have a little bit check, and then start coming back up and hoping that we close above the 8-day after market hours. That would be a very strong sign. If I see the market closing here, then I would probably be interested in taking some trades. Before that, remember, it's Monday, and Mondays are very, That's right, it's a Monday. That's right. Capiche? All right, all right. What about QQQ? Right, right there. See how we're right there? We need to get above there. We need to get here. We need to get right here. We need to get above 628.20. We need to get above. This is just a good start. This doesn't tell me anything because this can open up here and we can just come right back down. I want to see this above the 8-day EMA, above all of this. We're not there yet. I'm looking more towards the end of the day. I'm concerned with how we're going to do end of the day, not beginning of the day. Monday mornings, when you're up 400 points on the NASDAQ, that's when you take your profits and run. Okay? I think we'll see some good price action, but I'd like to see it towards the end of the day, not the beginning of the day. I don't want to see the market blow its load right here and then just come down and close right here. That would do nothing for us. See, what if we open up here and then just start drifting and then close right here? That would be completely the opposite of what happened on Friday. We opened down, drifted, and closed right here, but we didn't really make any headway. Now we're completely gapped all of Friday's downside. We need to fill that. You see, we need to fill that. So I would be much more inclined to see what the market's doing in the second half of the day after not emotional buyers are in, like right now, who are from Europe and overnight, but when real buyers are coming in. I hope you guys are getting, I'm really giving you good analysis right now. I hope you're taking, so this is a good start. But if we don't break this right here, this area right here, if we don't break this area to the upside, we're not going anywhere. Similarly to the SPY. And you got to be, please listen to every word coming out of my mouth right now. Doug, I've been doing this for 31 years. A cup and handle pattern has never, ever helped me in a trade. Not once. So why are you bringing it up? I've never brought up cup and handle pattern. Well, you know what I use cup and handle for? To drink my tea, not to trade. So you see this right here? Cup and handles. Oh, you guys have a lot to learn. All right. See how we're above the VWAP? I don't want this to open and then just start drifting, drifting, drifting. And if it does, I want to see how it's going to recover from that drift, not just coming down, because this is a very strong opening, but it's not enough to convince me to go long. Okay? Mags. Mags are also right above that level, or right at that level. Notice we haven't gone up. We need to break that level. Otherwise, we can just come right here. This is what I'm trying to say is this is too much too fast. QQQ. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure you guys understand what I am saying. Can you please post, yes, we understand what you're saying. And stop fiddling around, Doug, with the cup and handle patterns. Okay, this is a very nice reversal bar right here. See how it touched the 50-day and it reversed and it went right into the VWAP? Technically, that's a very nice, very attractive price action. But again, this gap up is too much. I would much prefer we open right here and start going slowly up. The fact that we're opening here is telling us that we're pricing in already the majority of this move. I want to see what happens when we're above this area, not at the 8-day EMA, but above this area. I want to get above this whole thing, not into this whole thing, above this whole thing. All right, good, good. Well, this is really important. These are really important nuances to keep you guys out of trouble today. Because I know a lot of folks, market's up, this thing is over, this thing is over, let's buy. No, 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 no. This is too much too fast. I like what I'm seeing, but it's too much too fast. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, RSP, let's look at RSP. Let me bring up my TC 2000. Okay, that's actually a perfect example. So you see RSP, we're opening up right at the 50-day moving average. That's not above it. That's not a positive look. Here, let me see how we're looking on TC 2000. Woo, gonna have to heat up after this. Okay, let's see. I like IBB a lot here too. I like everything today. Shoot, even Microsoft is going to look good today. All right. Um, SPY. See how we're above here? What I'm fearful of is that we're going to open here and just come right back down. That I don't want to see. I don't want to, well, I'll give you intraday levels, but we don't want to break our intraday level today, which I think we will. My concern is that we're going to open up here and come right back down here. Okay. MAGs right above that level already. Already right up at that level. Because you see, just because we come here doesn't mean anything. I want to get above here. So this area we have to watch. RSP, look at this. This is not bullish. This is not bullish. We just bounced off the 50-day and now we're coming here. If we just come here and come right back down, that that's not bullish. Above here is bullish, not below. So this is we got to be careful here. QQQE again, look at where we're at right now. We're not above the 8-day and the 8 days below the 15 days. So we have to get all the way above here. Point is, we're in a very. I was curious why the government shutdown does not affect the market, but the end of the government shutdown sends it. It did affect the market. It did. The last few days, it did. This right here, this right here was us hitting the 50-day. And by the way, do you guys remember what I told you on Friday? That the 50-day and this line acts as support and resistance. I don't think we're going to drop more than the 50-day. I told you. Do you guys remember on Friday what I said? It happened exactly as I said it. I showed you this. I said, look what happened when we touched this area, and look where we're coming here, and this is the 50-day moving average. So I said there's two levels of support here. I said the same thing for I said the same thing for mega caps. I said, look, when we came here, I said we're coming out of this area right here. I'm sure you guys remember that. Okay. Do you guys remember Friday? We're getting towards this area, silver lining. I told you same thing as this. It was only Friday. Yeah, we're in a precarious situation right now, but you got to be careful. You're going to be keeping an eye on the bond market and you're going to be keeping an eye on volatility very, very carefully today. Okay. So my point is I want to see price actually trade above this level, not overnight market reaction. I want to see trade above this level and then break this right here. So keep an eye on the 8-day and the relationship of all the indexes to the 8-day. See how QQQs can't get it above right now? How it's right there. Meanwhile, the SPY is right above. I want to see the relationship 3 p.m. Eastern time today of this bar in relationship to the 8-day EMA. It usually happens exactly as I say. It does usually happen exactly as I say. I will give myself that. But it happened exactly as I said on Friday. I said this is acts as a support. I don't think we're going to go much lower than this. We bounced off, had a reaction, and closed up. So today, I want to see us not do this. I don't want to see these bars. I want to see this open here and go higher, not open here and go lower. You understand? And I'll be updating you throughout the day. I think everybody understands exactly what I'm talking about right now. Okay. Oh, my dogs are going crazy. God help us all. Okay, let me give you levels, 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 levels. Oh, they're going at it right now. By the way, the range overnight was very narrow. That's a big red flag right there. That's a big red flag. That's it. I this six if this 676.70 level breaks, watch out below. Remember, all of this price data that you're seeing right now, it's all based on overnight price action. The market has not had a chance to trade yet. All right. We don't know what the Fed data is going to be. So I think the market's getting a little bit ahead of itself. I think you guys are all understanding exactly where I'm going with this. I don't think I need to explain it anymore. SPY levels. Keep an eye on this lower level on the SPY, man. Seriously, this 660, 670, 673. Because look, if we break, look at the gap we've got to fill here. Okay. And again, I'll be updating you throughout the entire day. I have nothing to do today but to update you and see if I want to do some trades at the end of the day. And I have a great class for you guys today. I don't usually do a lot of trading Monday mornings. I find that if I initiate trades Monday mornings, they usually lose money. Or they don't lose money, excuse me. I end up holding them a lot longer than I need to. That's a better answer, actually. They end up going into drawdown mode. So I find that not trading Monday morning is the healthiest for me personally. Okay. QQQ levels. Watch the lows on all the indices today. See that? I gave you a comment. Watch the lows on all the indices today. These are the lows. Watch these levels. 617.36. Erase this. And it's windy too. It's not just cold, it's windy. Gonna have to bundle Clyde up today. Maybe give him a shuba or something. Actually, right there. Yeah, right there. That's right. Monday AMs are for amateurs. They really are. They really are. I've never had luck Monday mornings. I've never had luck Monday mornings. And my journal confirms that. Yeah, see Clyde's message. Watch the lows on all of these today, especially the mega caps, especially on these babies. Very tight range intraday today. Very, very tight range intraday today, which bothers me too. Keep in mind, all of this upside you're seeing right now, it's all sentiment. It's not driven by actual price. It's all sentiment driven. Price and sentiment are two different things. Okay. IWM. Okay. Give these for you guys. Remember, we haven't done the small caps or the large caps yet. And let me give you bond levels. That's exactly what I was seeing and thinking. Can you post levels of gold? No, I don't do gold levels. I do daily gold levels. I don't look at gold intraday. And I gave you gold levels. I gave you a gold level. I was very clear on the gold levels. All you got to do is write them down. I even put them on the chart. And one more. Okay. All right. Bond levels. Watch those lows. Watch the lows everywhere today. I'm telling you, watch the lows. 4,200. That's right. That's right. I did give you levels for gold. And I'll do it again. Look, you see this level right here? It's if you want to know what that level is exactly, it's at 4,174.80. If you want to be specific, that level is 4,174.80. If you want to be specific, okay? Okay? Yeah, right around there, right? Close to 4,200. Like right around 4,200, right? You guys are all right in that ballpark. Between 4,180 and 4,200. You guys are all right. You guys are all correct. Um, okay, let me give you small caps real quick. It'll just take a second. Doing good on time today. Okay. I bet you there's a lot of small caps on our list today in light of this market move. So we got to be extra careful. Hmm, a lot less than I thought. Okay. SELX above 235. Hmm, hardly anything today. Look at that. IPHA above 305. Excuse me. Hardly anything today. Let's keep going. Let's see if there's anything. Hmm. Sometimes there's 10, sometimes there's none, right? Just luck of the draw. Actually, there's a lot today, but it's not a lot for us. Oops. IMTE 240. Okay, that's it. Let me give them to you. We got SELX. And if there's any other ones you want me to look at, I would be more than happy to. I have the time today. IPHA above 305. IMTE above 240. You want me to look at GLTO? I'll gladly look at that. LTO. Actually, yes. Yeah. The problem is it's too expensive. It's too expensive. Yeah, we'd be buying above $26. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, Joe. It's just too expensive. But you know what? I'll give it to you guys. GLTO above 2650. I wouldn't consider that a small cap though. Hey Angie, good to see you. Good to see you. So GLTO above 2650. I mean, it's a little out of our price zone, but okay, fine. If you guys want it, we can put it in there. You want me to look at Move? Yeah, Move actually looks good too. But again, it's over our price. But yeah, that looks good. Move above 17. It's got to be above 17. You want me to look at another one? IFRX. Okay, IFRX. Um, okay, I'll bite. IFRX above 250. IF here, let me put that in here. IFRX, IFRX above 250. And you want me to look at it one more, huh? BNAI. All right, I'll look at it. No, 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 no. Okay, let's now look at large caps. Let's look at large caps. Small shorts first. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you want to look for shorts for stocks that did not rally on Friday and are not rallying today. That's the best thing I can give you if you want to look for good shorts. Don't look for stocks that rallied on Friday or today. Nike, when I say rally, I mean like rally, not move within one ATR. I mean rally. Boeing always does this, right? Always does this to me. Here's Boeing. Move was $17. Boeing below the 200-day moving average. Although this looks like a pivot, but we'll know. Ooh, tomorrow it says it's going to break the low. AS, it's a pretty bearish stock. Again, stocks that are down on Friday and today. If the stock is up today and on Friday, you don't want it. That's like the best indication that institutions are not buying it. The fact that it's down on Friday and today. I'll look at it again in a minute, Rebecca. Hold on. Let me just finish these and I'll look at Vivek and GRE. That's a nice short right here. Constellation, bro. GRPN. Look at that. Every time I try to come here early so I could finish early, I end up not finishing early. That's a nice short right there. Look for stocks that went down Friday and down today. Those are the stocks that you want to short. Moscow, GFL. This is, I think, an A line to the downside. No, no, it's not. It's a breakdown, but it looks great. GFL, Geo. I'll look at it. I'll look at I'll look at move again in a second. Geo, that's the short. Now let's look at longs. American Express. Please don't go jumping into stocks this morning. Please don't do that. Please wait. Please, please, please. I'm begging you, wait. That's a beautiful A line on GE right now, but you gotta wait. Everything is gonna look gorgeous this morning. Wait for the rain to come and see what happens. RTX looks beautiful. Beautiful A line. PLD, beautiful A line. And these stocks have plenty to go. So you don't you have to feel like you're in a rush. GD, I just gave you several A lines. NEE, another A line. I didn't say anything about going out 29 days, Ruth. Okay, these are all A lines. HII, these beautiful A lines. General Motors. Remember, everything is going to look pretty this morning. It's how it's going to look this afternoon is the key. General Motors, W, Halliburton, STX, way overextended right now. Way overextended. I liked it on this morning, but not here. And Fox A. Nice. Okay, you wanted me to look at some small caps real quick. What was it? It was Move, right? Move was $17. As I said, 17. Oh, it's already above $17. So whatever the overnight high is going to be. Whatever the morning high is going to be is going to be its breakout level. It's already above 17. Um, any other ones you want me to look at? GL, use of your garbage source. Okay, so you guys are Move only, float sold 10. For Move was $17, but now it's higher than 17. Now it's it's $18. Move is now $18. Okay? Now Move is $18. Okay, guys. I am going to go to work. How it looks later. So folks, here's the deal for you. Here's the deal, okay? SMH is going to open up 2.5% higher. Please be careful and keep an eye on 355.93. If we start breaking this level, we're going to come down. Oops, we're going to come down here. This bar is going to, we're going to, hold on. I'm cautious that I'm concerned that we're going to, before going up much higher, we're first going to come down and then go up. So be careful because we haven't been able to go higher since we opened overnight. Okay, this is completely the 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 um, the excitement about the government opening up. It hasn't happened yet. It's a Monday. There's going to be a lot of folks who've been losing money. They're going to be taking profit. Be careful. Be careful. Monday mornings are not high probability environments. You wanted me to look at GREE? No, not volume. Volume is not high enough. And you wanted me to look at Vivek? No, there's no volume on it. No. Thank you guys. ACHR, maybe for a short. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Again, here's customer service live, and here's my link for VIP room. Here's my link for the VIP room. I'll be talking day trading, and day trading today. And here's the link for customer service live, where they'll be talking about day trading, and day trading. And right now is a great environment for day trading because we have a lot of volatility and prices isn't going anywhere. Now, folks, forget day trading for a second today. Please keep an eye on this relationship of the price to the 8-day EMA and keep your eye on the SPY 676.73 level. There's a good chance we're going to open up, cool off a little bit, and then start coming up towards the end of the day, depending on sentiment. Or we may just open up and just go drift down all day. Be careful. There's going to be a lot of profit takers today. Be careful. Okay? Be careful. And I will be updating you throughout the entire day. Also, I have an email address and I like to use it. And you guys can email me and I get all my emails back and I'll be responding to all of your emails today. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, Mondays are usually I treat Mondays like my Fridays. Mondays are like very calm days for me. I usually get going towards the end of the day. Mondays are profit taking days. Bye, guys. Or loss taking days. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. If you have a question, email me and don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.